Ever since I learned about the survival story of the Endurance crew on the Imperial Transantarctic Expedition of 1914 to 1917 during my first trip to Antarctica in 2009, I have been fascinated by the man who led the expedition and whose crew referred to their leader as the boss, Sir Ernest Shackleton. Sir Ernest Shackleton died on January 5, 1922, on the Quest while it was anchored near Grytviken in South Georgia. It was always a dream of mine to visit the cemetery where he was buried. Well, that dream turned into reality that morning. In the morning, the expedition offered to drop folks off at Mayviken and do a short but not easy trek to Grytviken, where the ship was repositioning to let the remaining passengers off to visit the old whaling station and the cemetery where Sir Ernest Shackleton and Frank Wilde are buried. Once there, they supplied us with a shot of Irish whiskey, and we lifted our glass to the boss. We also offered a toast to Frank Wilde, his right-hand man who died in 1939 in South Africa, and whose ashes were interred to the right of Shackleton's grave in 2011. The cemetery is well protected by little fur balls of terror. The fur-sealed pups were everywhere and needed to be dodged for fear of having their small but sharp teeth sink into our skin. The adults were mostly resting, letting the furry devils to wreak havoc all over the settlement.
No biting. No. Being nice. Just being nice. I've been on the island for a while now. Joby said moving away. Good boy. No.
I had been looking forward to this day ever since we boarded the ship in Ushuaia. After the toast, we visited the settlement, which was operating as a whaling station until the 1960s, and is now being maintained as a museum. The museum has a display of a replica of the James Caird whaling boat, the boat that Shackleton and 5 of his crew spent 2 weeks in to sail the raging Southern Ocean from Elephant Island to South Georgia. It took nerves of steel to undertake this journey. You can also stand beside a preserved wandering albatross to get an idea of the size of these birds. It's a very interesting place to visit, even if the purpose of this place almost caused the eradication of the whale population on this planet. The good news is, that's in our past. We just have to ensure that we don't repeat the same mistakes.